First up, let's talk. Hey, gotta talk Diddy. Gotta talk Diddy, right? Gotta talk the Diddler. The Diddler ain't playing no games, man. So Diddy has added Brian Steele to his legal team, right? He's added Brian Steele to his legal team. Brian Steele, if y'all don't know, prominent Atlanta criminal defense attorney, or lawyer, or whatever you want to call it. He gained national attention. I can't speak today. He gained national attention during Young Thug's extensive RICO case, right? Now, in that case, Steele went on to even be jailed himself. He got locked in contempt, jail for contempt. They locked the homie up. That's how hard he was going for his client. You know what I'm saying? He was refusing to reveal a confidential source. That's how Brian Steele is, right? Conviction later was overturned by the Georgia Supreme Court. He got to come back on to the Young Thug trial. And he helped Thug come home. Thug is now home. You know what I'm saying? Now it seems to be that Steele is making headlines again by filing a motion to join Sean P. Diddy Combs' defense team. Now, we know Combs faces serious charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, stemming from a 2024 indictment. He remains detained and jailed up in Brooklyn with the concerns of witness tampering, cited as the reason for he was denied bail. They say Diddy was out here witness tampering, calling people on the phone. Hey, look, whatever they say I did, I didn't do. And you let them know I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? This case is going to be one. This is going to be one for the books right here. I'm going to try to follow it as much as possible, because one thing is they're not videotaping it. It won't be streamed like the Young Thug case is. So we just have to get updates from said media that's in there. Hopefully we got some actual media that want to cover the case like they supposed to cover the case and not be biased with the information that they let out. So we'll see, man. We'll see. So what I want to know, though, what are your thoughts on Steele's potential involvement in Diddy's case? Do you believe that his experience with these high-profile trials will influence an outcome, and things of that nature? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I also have some points that I want to address myself, right? Kind of like a question and answer. I'm gonna, ask myself questions, and I'm gonna have certain answers. Starting with this, and you can also debate these amongst yourselves too. Matter of fact, I encourage you to debate your, debate in the comments or with your peers and things of that nature, man. But does Brian Steele's track record suggest he's the right fit for Diddy's team? And with both of these, I want to take a pro and a con type of situation when answering these. For the pro side of this is, if he is a perfect fit, it's because he has experience with complex RICO cases, as we've seen with the Young Thug trial. It involved complicated racketeering charges, and it shows that he's battle tested in this long, high profile status of trials that he's been in. He's fearless in the courtroom with his tactics, his willingness to risk contempt. The homie got locked up for his client. You know what I'm saying? And that shows his commitment and his to client confidentiality, and that he's very aggressive in his defense strategies. Brian Steele will do his best to get a favorable outcome for you. He's media savvy. He knows how to navigate the press and public perception, and that's key when you're dealing with a case like this. It's key. Especially, big high-profile celebrity like Diddy, it's key. Now let's look at the opposite end of this. Look at the counter. The styles might clash. You know what I'm saying? This case could require more of a corporate white collar legal strategy than Steele's more urban, gritty criminal style, you know what I'm saying, defense style. Steele up there, like I said, he's up there like a gangster himself. Too much media attention. You know, Steele is already under scope and for the Young Thug trial. Adding Diddy might create more distractions, maybe even overload his plate more. You know, the jurisdiction or lack thereof experience in where he's going to be practicing at or where he's going to be doing it at. Steele is based in Georgia. Diddy's case will be tried in New York City, New York. That difference could affect his effectiveness, you know what I'm saying, in doing what he does best. With this unfamiliar court, he might not be able to get off the way he gets off. You know what I'm saying? Might not be able to do what he normally, how he handled that Young Thug case. Right? But, you know, how might, like I said, debate these amongst yourselves now. How might his previous courtroom experiences impact the strategies of this case? On the positive side, legal sharpness under pressure, still, like I said, faced aggressive prosecution. They hit him with a lot of evidence dumps, tight public scrutiny. You know, that kind of conditioning can help lead a well-prepared case for Diddy because I just went through this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just went through this, so I got you. Creative defensive strategy. Creative defensive strategy. In the Young Thug case, he pulled off unique legal maneuvers like challenging anonymous tips, unconstitutional practices. You can expect the same out-of-the-box thinking in this case, right? Strong team leadership. Steele knows how to manage high-powered legal teams. If he's added, he might provide structure and cohesion that might be needed. As y'all know, a lot, you know, lawyers, I don't want to call it a rotating door, but lawyers have came and gone in Diddy's team. So he might be the guy to be able to rope him in and keep him there. The negative side is tunnel vision, right? Strategies that work for the Young Thug case might not translate and work over here. This is a federal sex trafficking case, right? Relying on old playbooks could backfire. They could backfire. You know what I mean? Fatigue. That Young Thug trial was grueling. It was long. Steele could be coming in, you know what I'm saying, on a half a tank of gas. He might not have the bandwidth to handle another legal behemoth, a legal leviathan of this nature. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he ain't rested up yet. Thirdly, what challenges could arise from his involvement given this high-profile nature of both cases? The challenges are the overlapping media narratives. His name would be now attached to two polarizing figures in hip-hop, which could create distractions for the jury selection, could tank the jury pool. Strategic conflict. If his tactics in one case contradict strategies in the other, that could lead to confusion or ethical dilemmas, right? Because believe it or not, it's going to be some appeals put in. I'm pretty sure it's still being looked at in the Young Thug case. Now he's coming to another trial. Ethically, they could start looking at some certain things, right? Reputational risk. His reputation could be a risk. If either client is found guilty, Steele's status could take a hit, right? If his client is found guilty, could take it, especially if critics paint him as defending morally ambiguous characters, which Diddy kind of is, right? Morally questionable. We saw the Cassie tape. Now you finna come and defend Diddy over here? Counterpoint to that is control the narrative. He could actually use his presence in the case to shape public conversation about legal overreach, because I already dealt with it over here on the Young Thug side of things, right? Expertise in the high profile management, knowing how to move under the radar while still commanding respect, which could help Diddy avoid media traps. You know what I mean? These are some things that I believe he's gonna have to, kind of deal with. These are some things that he's gonna have to deal but don't just take it from me. I want you guys to debate that too. Beat that up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about those things. Will those, how will he handle those things in the courtroom? Y'all let me know. Is Brian Steele's move to join Diddy defense team, is it good? Is it bad? Does this add another layer to an already complex legal saga? But hey, as this thing unfolds, I'm here to bring it to you. I'm gonna be right here bringing y'all what's going on with Diddy until we get a verdict. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. So if y'all into that, y'all stay with me.